What's up, everybody? Welcome to the What I Miss channel. It's your boy Leonard, and hey, yo, today we are about. I got a reaction video for y'all. This one, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Made me a little nervous. It's making me a little nervous, like, but um, this one, uh, this one. You know what? Let's get into it. Then y'all gonna understand why, and I'll explain it. But let's go. Let's go. Hold on.
Nothing. You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you about my...
On January 9th, 2023, a distressed...
The reason why that make me nervous because he's in the military and she's in the military. I believe he's a E7. He's a staff sergeant, or I think he's a staff sergeant or first sergeant or sergeant first class. I mean, excuse me, one or the other. But her pushing on him and pushing on him and pushing on, and she's in the military too, I believe. But that scene right there, oh, it breaks my heart because if he reacts or if he hits her, but the good thing is that it's recorded, so he has proof to be like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what happened. She's antagonizing. But it just makes my heart sink because for both of them and for him too as well, because being that they both in the military, that like comes with some heavy consequences of domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Getting kicked out and all of that, chaptered out, then the things that you got to go through. But let's get back into the video. My bad. I'm about to ramble because I ain't never been through that, but it's just the thought of it, even, when I was in, and just the thought of like getting those safety briefings and things like that, and sitting in those PowerPoints of death, you know what I mean, and just going over just the repetition of things of like, hey, if anything goes on in the house, and you know what I'm saying, and it look like it's gonna go left, get out of there, because if you don't, you're gonna be sitting in the cell, and then you're gonna have you're gonna lose some money and lose some rank, and you're probably gonna lose his job and get a dishonorable discharge. But okay, let's get back into this.
A distressed man arrived at the police station to report a domestic disturbance at his home. He was eager to share his story with law enforcement, seeking assistance with the situation he had experienced.
Hello.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Did you call?
I didn't call anybody, but I talked to her.
Right. What happened?
So, my name is, can I start or?
Yeah.
My name is Nate. I live in, I don't know if you're familiar with that area. So this morning, I have an incident with my wife. I'm in the military, I'm a staff sergeant over there. And I already talked to the MPs and I talked to my leadership, my first line supervisor, about the incident that happened this morning. And pretty much my wife and I were going through some disagreements right now, and she was hitting me.
Okay.
I know. I'm here because I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm kind of like worried about the consequences. So I don't want to kind of like lose my career or put myself in a position where my career is going to be jeopardized. I already talked to my first line too. And he said that he can put me in a barrack room and all this stuff, which is what I'm trying to avoid. When I talked to the MP, they told me the same thing. Even if I'm a victim, they pretty much the law favor the spouse. In this case, I don't know if you're familiar with that part. Though what I'm hearing is just, we started through the weekend. Result of that, she was at the house. She came home yesterday from. She's in the reserve, so she came home yesterday from South Carolina. I wasn't talking to her. I was just cleaning the whole house and just minding my own business. And this morning, I was getting ready to take my kids to daycare on post.
As he spoke with the officer, he revealed that his girlfriend, whom he also referred to as his wife, had physically assaulted him. This was a shocking claim, and the officer listened carefully as the man shared his side of the story. The situation became even more concerning when the man showed the officer video footage on his mobile phone, which he claimed would support his version of the events. The video was difficult to watch, but confirmed the man's claim. The footage showed disturbing the altercation, leaving no doubt.
Okay. Yeah, that part right there. That's what I'm talking about. That, even he said it. It's like, okay. But like I said, for me, it's like, okay, just thinking like, okay, if that happened while I was in the military, I'm putting myself in his position. And it's just like, oh, bruh, you about to go through the ringer. And even her, like, oh, man, she about to go through the ringer. But then, luckily for him, he has proof that, okay, I didn't escalate nothing. I didn't do anything. And she's, assaulting me. You know what I'm saying?
Would support his version of the events. The video was difficult to watch, but confirmed the man's claim. The footage showed disturbing moments of the altercation, leaving no doubt about the severity of the situation.
And both of them, and I put them all in the car, and I guess she was thinking that we were cool. She was like, I was going to the gym in the afternoon, and I didn't tell her anything, so she kind of like went away inside of the house and closed the garage. So I was just getting ready to leave, and she opened the garage back and started talking to me, arguing, and then she started pushing me and in the face, and then she started gaslighting me. And maybe I was saying things that I was gaslighting her too.
Like what?
Like ignoring her because I wasn't talking to her.
I mean, he ignoring her because he trying not to get agitated. I mean, so is that really gaslighting, or is that him just showing discipline and self-control? Like I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm not gonna say nothing, even though she pushing me and she hit me and she's saying all these things to me. You know what I'm saying? Is that gaslighting? I guess that could be gaslighting, but I don't know. But let's see. Let's go.
Gaslighting me, and maybe I was saying things that I was gaslighting her too.
Like what?
Like ignoring her because I wasn't talking to her about. She was asking about. She was like, I got it on video, but I'm not gonna show you until we finally talk. And then I was just.
What do you have on video?
I'm sure. I don't know if you've been through this before or years. I don't want to like mess up her career or like right now. I said right now she's at work and she think like I said she think that I'm bluffing about this, but I was telling her like I'm not gonna keep sponsoring the behavior that you're doing, which is pretty much right now out of social media. She's been talking to other guys, well, being married to me, and the reason why we went to social work before and we've been through it is because while I was deployed, she was cheating on me. So.
Can you turn it sideways for me so it's bigger? Thank you.
There's a GoPro.
Okay.
So this is the first one that I kind of it was working out.
You think that you can act like this? You can be the smartphone of the year, huh? You can't just make it easy? Why do you have to be so difficult? Why do you have to be so difficult?
You want to make it easy for you?
I'm not. It can be easy for everybody. You just want to make my life miserable because you have this persona in your head, thinking that I'm cheating on everybody. And if I am, I would like to see proof. Because there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. And that's what's funny. I'm not intimidated by you anymore. I'm not scared by you. There's nothing that you can do to intimidate me. Nothing. You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you about my kids? Huh? I'm not afraid of you. I'm sick of you always trying to intimidate me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you.
So you're coming to the next.
I mean, that's interesting. Now, she said, "I'm not afraid of you. I'm not intimidated by you." Is it because he's intimidate? He does intimidate her, or is she just letting him know, like, "Hey, I'm not afraid of you, man or not. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be ignoring me when I'm trying to talk to you about my children."
Hello, are you Kelly? Yes. Can I talk to you for just a minute? Okay.
When the officer arrived at the property, he saw a woman trying to leave scene, which seemed strange given the circumstances. The officer stopped her and asked if she had anything to do with the disturbance. The woman denied any involvement in a crime. She began to offer her version of the story, but her response felt off to the officer. It seemed like she was trying to avoid responsibility for what had happened. The woman then tried to deflect blame by giving conflicting statements. She changed her story several times, seemingly trying to confuse the officer.
Hey, I'm Officer Moran. What's going on with your husband?
I mean, I'm sure you know his side of the story.
Yeah, and I want to get yours, so...
Yeah, it's probably true.
Okay.
What he said.
What do you think he told me? Like, I'm just trying to get your side, okay?
We've been going through this for 3 years.
Yeah,
it's
it sounds like it's
it hasn't gone this far. I don't know. I'm sure he told you everything. He's really good at building cases against me.
Okay.
He's a very smart man.
Okay, so what from your perspective, what happened?
He knows how to push me past my limits and manipulate me to the point to where I finally break, and then he does stuff like this.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, like in general, that this is like an ongoing thing, but what about today? How did he do that today?
Trying to threaten that he's going to have full custody of our children.
Okay.
Not say that exactly, but don't worry about it. I got it. The words that he says, I don't even know how to put it in word for word right now.
Okay. So you feel like he was provoking you?
Of course, he always does.
Okay, so how did the argument start?
He accuses me of stuff that's not true.
Okay.
And he sees tiny parts of little stories or little stuff that goes on, and then he makes this own story in his mind as if it's true, and it's not. And I don't know how much longer, or I mean, I can't even plead my case because he will bring up another thing on top of that. Can we talk privately at work?
Yeah, we can step off to the side here. We can't go inside right now.
Oh, hey, they're still out there. She got a body cam. I don't want to put all your business out there. She got a body cam on. Everybody's going to see it. We're watching it right now. But
I'm not trying to have you put all your business out there. So he was accusing you of things, right?
Stuff that's not true, and I'm just sick of it.
Yeah. So, and then what happened after that? So you guys were arguing.
I'm sure you've seen videos and stuff. Can you just
I'm trying to get your perspective because it's not fair for me to only get one side of the story when there are at least two sides to the story.
I don't even know my side. I'm sick of. I was for so long a stay-at-home mom, living in his shadow, and I finally just am becoming.
Okay, stay right here for just 1 second, okay? I want to hear what you have to say, but give me 1 minute, okay?
Clearly, she was trying to divert attention away from her role in the altercation. She believed that by creating confusion, she could escape the consequences of her actions. However, instead of making things easier for her inconsistent statements only complicate the situation. Despite her attempts to mislead the officer remained calm and professional. He allowed her to speak for as long as needed, but carefully noted everything she said. As the woman spoke, she eventually admitted that the argument with the man had started because of issues involving child safety and custody. This added a sensitive and emotional layer to the case, which made the situation more complex.
Now, he said you have, like, friends in the area. I'm not kicking you out of your house, just to be clear.
I'm talking
okay?
to the police officer. Mom, I know. I'm talking to the police officer. Can I? He has friends too. We both have friends.
Again, I'm not taking sides.
I know.
But...
I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
I have family. that live on the West Coast in California and Nevada.
Okay. So you guys are arguing, okay? And is this how it usually goes? You guys argue and then it escalates?
No, I mean, we'll argue, but we're quick to get over it. It's just, I mean, I see your prior service. I'm military as well. I'm a reservist. I had my drill weekend. I just graduated the Drill Sergeant Academy in November. And from day one, I'm sure you know, what were you?
This is actually law enforcement, but...
Okay, well,
yeah.
Day one, when day zero, I'm sure you've seen shark attacks and stuff. We had, from day one when I was at the academy, he fought with me every day. He doesn't like when I leave because of a history that we have.
Right.
When I leave for military. So.
And that's got to be super stressful, too.
Yes. I had my drill weekend this weekend. And I stay on FaceTime with him. I share my location. I answer all his calls and all his text messages in a timely manner that he would like. And I was at the gym, and I wasn't answering them fast enough for him.
When were you not answering?
Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday. Gotcha.
And I'm like, he was at a funeral, so I knew that we weren't going to be really talking on the phone anyways. And he's calling and calling and calling, and I answer, and he hangs up, and he's like, check your text messages, and then hangs up again. And I see I wasn't responding to his text messages and answering his questions, which was, are you off for the day? And I said, yes, I am. Everything okay? What's going on? And he's just like, why aren't you answering my text messages? You're leaving me undelivered. I don't know what reset the phones did, because his phone did the same reset. The red receipts are not on anymore.
Okay.
And like the sound changed for our phones for like ringtones and stuff. For some reason, it was a weird reset. Maybe other stuff happened, but those are the two that happened to both of our phones.
Okay.
So I don't know why my red receipts were off. His are off too now. And so he was mad that my red receipts were off. And so I still stayed on FaceTime with him, stayed on video, because he wants me to FaceTime him 24/7 when I'm away from him. And I was on FaceTime with him, but it just still wasn't good enough for him. And so it just started an argument from that day, from that moment, around 4 o'clock.
On Saturday?
On Saturday.
Okay.
Until midnight. He was saying he was going to himself. He had my kids with him. I was gone. And I just, he's loco.
Yeah.
And so we argued that entire night, and I'm just like, you know what, I can't do this. One of my drill sergeant leaders from the academy, we follow each other on social media. He swears that just because we're friends on social media, that I'm him. And it's not the case at all. And I tell him, because he's so crazy, and he reaches out to every single guy that likes a picture on my social media, like, what are you doing? What are your intentions with my wife? Why are you guys friends? Tell me, like, he's crazy.
Yeah.
And so...
At one point during the conversation, the woman also shared that she had no financial resources or assets to support herself. This statement revealed some of her personal struggles. She faced challenges beyond the current situation which might have contributed to her behavior. However, despite these personal challenges, the officer knew that he had to focus on the facts and the seriousness of the situation.
Telling me, like, and I was trying to get the kids ready, because we both mutually get them ready, take the kids to school and everything.
Yeah.
But he wasn't letting me help get them ready. And I was like, okay, well, I made them breakfast. What are we going to do? Like, can I take the kids to school? Like, what is the plan this morning? Because, like, I just, don't worry about it, I got it. Okay, but, like, I mean, we have an infant. And I'm just like, okay, what's the plan when after work? Are you picking them up? We usually go to the gym every day after work. I said, what's the plan? Like, are you picking them up? Or are we going, don't worry about it, I got it. You're not in the picture anymore. And it's just like, it's the mind games. Like I want to be just as involved, but again, what he accuses me of is what he's doing. I'm trying to play this perfect narrative to everybody else, but he's trying to play the perfect narrative.
So what did he accuse you of today, if anything?
Oh, having sex with multiple men over the weekend, entertaining other men in my DMs. And people tell me, my stuff is really locked down. I added people that I went to the academy with. I was with them every day for 9 weeks straight.
Yeah.
I have a right to have them as a friend.
Yep.
If they heart one of my stuff, or if they call me pretty, like, it sucks, but I mean, I'm not saying, okay, let's go on a date, let's
Yeah.
like, it's just like, thank you, And then that's it. If they try to go further, I don't let them, but none of them have.
Yeah.
But just because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty, nothing has gone further than a compliment. But because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty and say, you need to respect that I'm married, don't tell me I'm pretty, he has a problem with it.
Okay. I mean, that sounds exhausting and toxic. And I'm sure it pushes you beyond your limit. Would you say that's accurate?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine dealing with that. And it's extra hard when you have kids.
Yeah.
And that makes it that much worse.
Yeah.
So has it ever gotten physical with you guys?
Multiple times.
Okay. What has happened in
I
those?
should have filed domestic on him before he did me.
Well, what happened in the other times?
He's locked me in my closet. I have that one on video. He's locked me in my closet. I mean, physical abuse. He won't let me leave, so he'll grab me, pull me up against the... He tries to confine me into corners and closets.
How does he do that?
By grabbing me, he's strong. He's held me down multiple times.
When did that happen?
It was a while ago.
Okay.
It was like 2020, 2021.
What else happened?
I mean, I put my hand on him. I'm sure there's no way out of that. Like, I'm sure he has video. I saw our security camera.
Do you put your hands on him today?
Maybe.
Kelly?
I mean, I'm sure you guys saw videos. I'm sure you guys have proof.
But again, I need your side.
You're hearing myself.
Okay. But here's the thing. If there's just a video of you going up and hitting somebody, I'm not in your mind at that moment. I'm not hearing what's going on with your thoughts. Okay? I'm not...
It's just always, he tries to make me fearful of him. He tries to intimidate me. He's manipulative. He plays psychological games with me. And I don't know how to combat them the proper way.
And that's when it turns physical?
Yes.
Okay.
He messes with me so much and threatens that he's going to make sure that I'm so financially, mentally, psychologically paralyzed that I will never be able to overcome our separation because I want to leave. So he's going to make sure he does anything possible to get any documents on me to hurt me so bad that at the end of the day, he's the winner. And it doesn't even need to be a winner or a loser.
No, it shouldn't be that a win or lose situation. It's not a game, but I know you're saying that's his perspective. So when he acts like that, when he makes you feel like you couldn't be independent,
we have done counseling, and they've said if you feel like it gets to that, if you're gonna probably put your hands on him, if it's gonna get violent, you need to be able to walk away. And I used to be able to leave, but he made it to where he would take my car keys, he would take my cell phone, take my debit card. He would make it to where I couldn't leave.
Yeah. Did that happen today? Did he take any of your stuff?
No, but that's just his pattern.
Yeah.
Like, he's smart. He got me good today. He set it up perfectly to where it was right in front of our cameras. He's so smart.
So did you put your hands on him today?
After carefully collecting all the information, the officer made his decision. The man's video evidence and the woman's inconsistent statements left little doubt that the woman had been involved in the altercation. The officer determined that despite her efforts to avoid responsibility, she was the primary suspect. He had no choice but to act and ensure that she was held accountable for her actions. When the officer moved to arrest the woman, she resisted.
Well, that's the outcome of that. So, well, hey, I fell for both of them. I feel for him. I feel for her. You know what I mean? To get caught up in that type of situation. But hey, that's why it's just best to, if you can walk away, right? If you can just, de-escalate the situation right then and there and squash it and figure it out and get the solution real quick, go ahead and do it. And if you can't, then just go ahead and leave. Just walk out, come back a little bit later. You know what I mean? And just be like, hey, I'm not trying to, avoid the situation. It's just my button was getting pushed and I gotta head out the door. You know what I mean? To just cool off and think, because before you know it, you done said something you didn't mean to say, you done did something you didn't mean to do. So just, I mean, we hear it all the time. Just do your best to walk away, or just do your best to de-escalate the situation and continue to talk about it. And so that way nobody gets locked up, nobody gets hurt, nobody goes to jail, no, nothing like that. Nobody crosses the line by saying things. You know what I mean? Because when you do it, it is hard. It's hard to get back into that space of where you were of happiness. And what I miss. Peace. I'm out.